In this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about the Maeving RM1 electric motorbike, the specific work we've done at Kinghorn EV to rescue this one, and most importantly, who I think this bike actually suits. Now, if you're watching this as soon as it's gone live, this exact bike is currently for sale at our Durham workshop. You can see the price and full specification via the link in the top of the description below. If you're watching this later and it's already sold, stick around because it's the perfect buyer's guide and what to look for when shopping for a used RM1. If you saw our first EV rescue episode, you'll know this bike arrived as a non-runner. To get it back on the road, we've replaced the 12-volt battery with a brand new unit and repaired both the kickstand and battery door sensors. These are common ghost faults that can cause the bikes to cut out, but they're an easy fix when you know what you're looking for. But we didn't stop at the electrics. To bring it back to showroom standards, we replaced the original handlebars with brand new ones to eliminate some minor pitting. We've also thoroughly detailed the bike, polished all the chrome and carefully repainted all areas that showed minor wear. We've even had the original wording printed again for the ignition surround to make sure it looks factory fresh. Technically, this is a single battery model. It features a 2.03 kilowatt hour Samsung cell battery, easy for me to say, and a maintenance-free Bosch hub motor. That battery is totally removable. You just lift it out and charge it at any standard wall socket. It comes with a floor-mounted battery charger stand, and it takes about 4 hours for a full charge, giving you a real-world city range of around 40 miles. If you need more range, a second battery can be added easily in its second slot, which is in kind of the petrol tank area. They cost about £899 new from Maeving, though you may find a used one for a little bit less. Now let's talk about running costs, because this is where the RM1 really wins. Based on our current UK energy prices, a full 40-mile charge costs just about 50 pence. That's roughly 1.25 pence per mile. To put that into perspective, look at the petrol equivalent. A gallon of petrol currently costs around £7. If you put that same £7 into charging the Maeving, you wouldn't just get 100 or 120 miles like you would out of a ordinary petrol 125cc motorbike. You'd actually get over 550 miles of range. Effectively, riding this bike is the financial equivalent of a petrol bike that does around about 560 miles per gallon. And don't forget, you can always add that second battery. It's not going to cost you any less money or any more money than the single battery version, but it means you go from 40 miles of range to 80 miles of range, so you can actually do more riding around, commuting, or backwards and forwards to wherever you want to go, to the gym, to the pub. Well, not to the pub, I wouldn't do that. Anyway, you can always double your range if you wanted to, up to 80 miles. So here's how to actually open the battery door. Turn the bike off, let it do its countdown, and within those 5 seconds of it counting down, press and hold the door open button, and it releases the latch on the right hand side of the bike. You can then pull that door open. That's where we had a few issues with that door not seating properly when it was shutting. As you can see, as the bike starts up, it does all of its checks. This is where it would tell you it had an error if that door wasn't shut properly. That's all nicely adjusted now, so you don't have any issues with that. Hopefully that's giving you a good walk around the bike and showing you what we've actually done, how we've replaced the handlebars. Now you can see that everything's nice and neat as it should be now. So out on the road, the RM1 is all about style and simplicity. It's a 125cc equivalent, meaning it's punchy enough for the city and remarkably light to handle. It also means you can ride it on a CBT. So if you go and take your CBT test, I think it's up to 2 years, you can ride it with L plates. Obviously, if you've got a full motorcycle license, you can ride it right from the beginning. You don't need to put L plates on it. So who does it suit? Well, I think if you're a city commuter doing 10 or 15 miles a day between places like the suburbs and the city centre, this is a really, really good bike for you. It's a stylish, silent and incredibly cheap to run motorbike. It suits the urban professional that wants a zero emission runabout without needing a dedicated charging point at home. That said, it doesn't necessarily need to be a commuter. It could be something that you wanted to go for a ride around on a weekend and dot around the place. 40-mile range doesn't sound like a lot, but you can actually go to quite a few places. Obviously, it allows you, with the extra battery, to do 80 miles, so kind of 40 miles out, 40 miles back. Who do I think it doesn't suit? Well, if your daily commute involves long stretches of 70 mph dual carriageway, this isn't the bike for you. With a top speed of 45 mile an hour, it's a master of the city, not the dual carriageway or the motorway. It's really is designed for kind of stop-start traffic, kind of 30-40 mile an hour roads. Once you get onto a 60 mile an hour single carriageway or dual carriageway, you can kind of feel where it's lacking. If that's more of your commute, Maeving actually do a bike now called the RM1S. Same bike, just more power, and that does 70 mile an hour, I believe. So that's the bike that you would want to go for. Whereas if all the other factors are right for you, this is just a great bike. It's so smooth. It rides lovely. It's kind of like, I would say, wafting along. The suspension's nicely set. Because it's got a hub motor and there's no chain or anything like that. There's no rattling. There's no kind of pause as you pull away. As soon as you twist that throttle, it moves away and it glides away. It's not neck snapping. It doesn't. It's not like a zero motorcycle, which is kind of the Tesla of motorcycles, where they've got a hell of a lot of power. This is adequately powered. It'll keep up with traffic. In fact, probably quicker than most traffic, but it's not an out-and-out sports bike. When you think about it, the bike was designed by Durham University alumni, and riding it here in the city centre where the idea was born just feels right. It's been professionally rescued, this one, vetted by us here at Kinghorn Electric Vehicles, and it's ready for the next owner. Check the link in the description for the full listing, and I'll see you in the next rescue.